Picture this. It's game day. The grill's going, 2 sets of jerseys on folding chairs, and your 8-year-old's cleat has vanished into thin air right as everyone's trying to leave. One parent says, "We'll figure it out later." Another starts rerouting pickups, and suddenly a 30-minute routine turns into full-on family politics.
Welcome to Danny's Den. Today, we're going to turn those chaotic moments into predictable wins without turning your life into paperwork central. Let's chat. In about 10 minutes, I'll give you clear choices for legal steps, adoption, guardianship, and practical daily agreements, plus concrete things you can do this week to protect school and team access, short scripts to calm conflict, a fill-in calendar example, and one playlist trick that actually helps kids feel rooted. No jargon first lecture, just usable moves.
First, real talk. Deciding whether to pursue adoption or guardianship is heavy. It affects rights, relationships, and sometimes finances. I don't want to sugarcoat that. Step-parent adoption makes the step-parent a legal parent. That's stability, full decision-making authority, clear school and medical status, and fewer surprises if something happens to a biological parent. But it usually requires the biological parent's rights to be terminated, which can be emotional and permanent. Guardianship, on the other hand, is narrower and often time-limited. A guardian can sign school forms, approve medical care, and be recognized by coaches. It gives you authority when it's needed without extinguishing parental rights. The trade-off? It's not always as permanent or ironclad as adoption.
And then there's the everyday power that people underestimate. Simple written agreements and shared systems. They don't make you a legal parent, but they prevent a lot of fights and confusion. Use informal agreements for routines. Use legal filings for long-term decision-making power. If that sounds like a lot, good. It is. Start with small, high-impact documents this week. 1. Get a signed, notarized medical authorization so a clinic or coach can speak to you. 2. Ask the school for their custody permission form and get it on file. 3. Keep scanned copies of birth certificates and insurance cards in a secure shared folder. These 3 things remove immediate barriers to care and participation. Quick reality check. What if the other parent won't sign anything? Don't panic. Do this now. Get a notarized caregiver authorization for medical care, enroll emergency contacts at school, and document every request in writing. If you need decision-making power that they refuse to grant, that's a time to consult a local family attorney about limited guardianship or a short-term court filing. But start by protecting immediate access for your kid.
Okay, relationships. Small language shifts change everything. If you're a step-parent, ask before you enforce rules that aren't yours. Try, "Is it okay if I remind them about homework tonight?" instead of stepping in full force. If you're the custodial parent, name which decisions are shared and which are yours. Adults need bops too. 2 short, pasteable messages you can use right now. To an ex. "Hi, for this weekend, I'd like to confirm drop-off at 9:30 a.m. at Westfield Field. I'll handle registration this month. Could you cover uniforms? Please reply yes if that works." To a co-parent or partner mid-dispute, "Let's pause 5 minutes and check the plan we agreed to. Then we'll decide." Use them, send them, confirm in writing. Now, schedules and the thing that actually breaks families, logistics and money. Use a shared calendar with color coding so everything is visible at a glance. Here's a fill-in example you can copy into any calendar. When splitting costs, be explicit. Instead of, "We'll split it," say, "I'll pay registration. Can you cover uniforms this season?" Written yes/no answers avoid later resentment. And if custody days overlap practice, create a standing rule. Whoever has pickup that day handles the ride, unless otherwise agreed. Put that in your shared calendar. Don't forget rituals. Kids anchor to signals. My game day glue trick is a short playlist, 5 to 8 upbeat, family-friendly songs you play on the drive, during warm-ups, or while packing the bag. Over time, that soundtrack becomes a cue. We're in the family zone now. It's small, but it builds trust fast. Common mistakes I see: documenting every emotion instead of decisions, assuming household presence equals legal authority, and waiting too long to lock in temporary permissions. Fixes:
Record only agreements and dates. Get simple authorization signed. And if overnight care or long-term responsibility is becoming regular, talk to an attorney early. Quick recap before we go. 1. Pick the legal route that matches your goals. Adoption for permanence, guardianship for limited authority, informal agreements for daily life. 2. Do these 3 things this week. Notarized medical authorization, school permission on file, and scanned key documents in a shared folder. 3. Use short, respectful scripts and a shared calendar entry that shows cost and driver. 4. Build one ritual, like a playlist, that signals family time. If you're facing court-level questions or complicated resistance, talk to a local family attorney. State rules matter. If this episode helped even a little, subscribe to Danny's Den so you don't miss the next short practical episode. For a free 30-minute legal consultation, send me a direct message or visit the show page to book. Let's chat.